Hello friends, within the last 30 to 40 years, China became superpower. It's because they had turned their human population into human resources. Our country could have done this too, but we failed. In fact, our education system could not make them best resources. Although India is the second largest market for e-learning after the US and nurturing ground for the premier institutions like IITs and ITs, which are considered to be the best colleges across the world, still a country like India is demanding for a better education system. Why? So, this is something I really want to answer. What I hate about Indian education system is that it measures the intelligence of a person by his or her marks. It's sad to see that Indian education system is not conducive for learning. The moment a child enters a school, that little soul is burdened with the expectations of securing first rank in the class, be it parents or relatives or any other close person. Everyone is ready to bribe that kid for securing good position in the class. Now please don't confuse me with a rival of rank holders, but just think for a while. By doing so, we have programmed that little kid that he will be appreciated or his wishes will be fulfilled only when he will be at the top. Congratulations, you have now succeeded in inculcating the feeling of competition and jealousy in your child at this very tender age. He grows up and he finds that this is the reality, since everyone from his neighbors to the guard of his colony is just concerned about his marks. Nobody focuses on learning the actual concepts behind the stuff. Now, his only aim is to secure good marks by hook or by crook. Now you might ask, what is the wrong in securing good marks? My dear, there is nothing wrong in securing good marks. What is actually wrong is losing your creativity, your skills, your individuality by being an active contestant of this never-ending race of securing good marks. I have seen top rankers of the class with very little or no knowledge of the subject. They study for just marks, and why won't they do so? Our dear education system, our society promotes that by making marks as a criteria for securing good job or a place in a good institution. Most of the good competitive exams nowadays are based on just bubbling the correct answer. I have been able to understand how bubbling the right answer puts one person above others. Not only this, even most teachers promote rote learning. I will tell you my case. I had been studying in one of the most prestigious institutions of India, but even here just teachers teach how to solve questions and no concept behind that. This really made me think, is that all what I gained from college life? Has maths nothing to do with understanding? So much obsession about the marks, yet Indians have not done any major discovery or innovation since ages. Most of the great mathematicians, scientists, psychologists known are not Indians. And the biggest reason for this is that other countries' people are not obsessed with good marks. They promote learning and understanding. They focus on contribution instead of competition. They promote overall development rather than just academic development. So now let's talk about the quality of teacher. Before I discuss the quality of teacher, I want to discuss about the scarcity of teachers. Look, I live in West Bengal, and here there are many schools where there is zero teachers. Believe me, the managing committee somehow manages the school by having some past graduate in any subject to teach all the subjects. Here, government provides teachers through the School Service Commission, but the last recruitment drive happened in 2013, 8 years ago, and it's still pending. We will make a separate video on this. Now let's talk about the quality of the teacher. I'm not saying teachers lack knowledge in their own subject, but they never implement the way they were trained. Although I'm generalizing, but there are exceptions too. There are really some good teachers who really apply those techniques, those methods. But there is a valid point from the teacher's end too. How can they teach through the teaching methods when the pupil-teacher ratio is 1:60 or 1:100? It's often seen that students just mug up whole formulas and theories without actually understanding them. This is because of less attention given to the understanding part for moving forward solving any problem. Due to the huge syllabus and less time, students usually mug up to get good marks. Even teachers in school and colleges expect students to write the exact definition given in the textbook. This does not allow the students to think out of the box. Logical and analytical thinking is not promoted. And also the students are not even encouraged to develop opinions. This is also because the Indian education system focuses on scoring good percentages rather than actual comprehensive evaluation. Students in India do not get the chance to choose different subjects from different streams. For example, a commerce student cannot take biology even if he is really interested in that subject. This is because the Indian education system has segregated the streams on the basis of subject. Also, there are not enough subjects to choose according to the student's choice. This is the reason that students fail to get admission into colleges. And they keep trying only in one direction as they do not have much knowledge about the other fields. Now let's talk about the problem with private schools. Private schools are more interested in the number of students who take admissions rather than focusing on the quality of their education. There are many times when the classrooms are full and thus the teacher is not able to focus particularly on one child. Due to this, though education is given to a lot, there are only a few who truly takes it. With more importance given to marks, the students do not get chance to focus on their weaknesses. Soft skills are important in a person's life because without that, degrees hold no value, especially in a competitive world that we are currently preparing our kids for. So now the question is, how can we improve Indian education system? Improving the grading system should be the primary importance. Rote learning should be avoided. At the same time, students should be given practical knowledge. The curriculum should be framed according to the present needs of the world. There has to be change in the system for the employment of teachers and faculties. Teachers and faculties should be given proper training. The government and the other entities need to understand the importance of quality and the education. Overall development of a child has to be considered, and importance should be given to bringing out the total holistic development of the child. Education plays a pivotal role in the development of the individual, which further helps in making him or her a responsible citizen. It is education that helps building responsible citizens who act as an asset to the country. An educated person is aware of his or her rights and does not tolerate anything wrong happening in the society, which helps to fight injustice in the society. Every individual has a right to education, and thus a proper education system is must for any country.